Welcome. In this video, we're going to review how to create button links. Now, I'm on an example page here, and all I'm trying to do is navigate to this WYISWYG. You'll notice that on the WYISWYG, we have a little button here for button links. And the way this works is I'll first place my cursor within the body field for wherever I want to put my button link. Then I'll click on this button here. And the first thing I'll need to do is choose the style for my button. Now, if you click this drop down, you'll notice that there's a lot of different styles you can choose from. All these styles correspond to different colors. And so if we go to our demo site, you'll notice under other features, things to do, there's a page here that shows you the different types of styles for the buttons and what their colors are. So if I want a red button, I'm going to use the danger style. So let's try that. I'm going to click on the danger option. And here for the text, I'm going to add the button link text. For this first one, I'm going to link to Google. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in Google here. And you can adjust the size if you'd like. A normal is going to be the default. All these examples here on this page on the demo site are all normal sized. But you can make them bigger or smaller depending on what you need. And then in the URL field, you're going to have to pay attention to what you want to do here. So if you're going to be linking to a page outside of your site, this process is going to be a little bit different than if you're going to link to a page within your site. Since Google's outside of my site, the best thing I can do is go to the actual website, navigate to the site itself, go to the address bar, and then copy the full URL. And then I'm going to just paste that right here. I remove the hashtag and I'm pasting the full URL. And that is really all you need to do. Some people might want to have this button open in a new tab. If you want to do that, you can click this target tab here and select new window. I don't really need to do that, so I'm just going to keep this as not set. And then, yeah, everything looks good. So click OK. And you'll notice on this end here, this is just going to look like a regular link. However, if we click the preview button, you're going to see that this actually turned into a red Google button, which is pretty cool. Now, let's go ahead and try to create a button link that points to one of our pages inside of our site. Almost the same process, just slightly different. So I'll place my cursor wherever I want the button link to go. I'll click the button link button there. Choose my style. This time, maybe I want blue. I know that's primary. This time I'm going to point it to my FAQ page on my website here. So I'm going to type in the text. Let's go ahead and make this a little bit larger. I'll remove this hashtag here. And for the URL field, what I'll do is I'm going to navigate to my page on my site, which is this FAQ page here. And instead of copying the whole thing, I don't want to copy the whole thing because this .stg is here. For those of you who are migrating your websites right now, you're going to be working in the staging environment, and that means that your URL is going to have a .stg. You don't want to point people to your staging site after your site goes live. You want them to go to the live version of the page. So we're going to create something called a relative path link, which ultimately means all we're going to do is we're going to create a link using the end part of the URL. So we're going to ignore all this other stuff and copy everything else that comes after colorado.gov. And you're going to want to include the / there. So I'm going to copy all of that and paste that into the URL field. Again, this is only for links that are pointing to pages on your website. We'll go ahead and click OK. And you'll see we get another link there. Let's go ahead and save this as published. Save it. All right, cool. So you can see here's my red Google button. If I click on that, it'll take me to Google. And if I click on my FAQ page button, it should take me to my FAQ page. Now, let's say you want to edit one of these buttons. That's also pretty easy to do. We'll edit our page here. And let's say I want to change this from Google to YouTube or something. What I'll do is I'll double click this link here, and then I can edit any of these fields that I need. So let's say I want this to go to YouTube. Use the URL. Click OK. And then we'll click Save. And now you'll see it now points to YouTube. So that's how you create button links and edit them.